We're here to talk through Star Battle by JinHoo. But before I do that, I want to talk about the release of Starter Pack 5, which is by JinHoo, which features a bunch of easily approachable Star Battle puzzles. This is part of our new series, and it's very much recommended to beginners. And so check that out on our store. So getting back to the puzzle, this has a bunch of regions which are candy canes, both hanging as well as sleeping. So let's see how that helps us out. The first region to look at is the small one, the small L. It's a very familiar star battle pattern. You always get a star here, and one of these has to be a star. That also means these are crossed out. Now, another familiar thing with star battle, you have this column, this region, this big region, and the small L region taking up the first three columns. So that means this region cannot have any star in these three columns. That means these two are stars for this region. And that also fills up this column. Now this region becomes a small L, just like we saw before. That's all that's remaining. So one of these is a star. See, these two green dots basically mean that the two stars for this row are going to be in those four cells. So that means the rest of it is crossed out. Now this column, you only have two areas for stars. That's going to be this one and this one. And looking back over here now, this column, the third column, you only have two cells for stars. That's going to be here and here. That gives us this one as well. Now this region has two stars already. And completing this column, you have a star here. And one of these will be a star. We'll remember that for later. Now this row is complete. There are two stars already. So we can cross out the rest of the row. Again, two stars already. We can cross out the rest of the row. Now, looking at this region over here, this big region over here, you have one star. The other star has to be here. That gives us some crosses, and it also gives us crosses in the row. Now this cell can never be a star. It will eliminate all of these, and also this as well. It will eliminate 4 out of the 5 cells for this region. Now looking at this candy cane and this one together, you could have at most you could have two stars here, but you need at least one because you could only have one star over here. Similarly here as well, you could only have one star over here, so you need at least one here. So what that follows is neither of these can have both their stars in this column, but each of them has to have one of them. So that means the rest, it gives us a bunch of deductions. The rest of it is an X in this column. We also have the leftover areas containing stars. And that means in this column now you can't have a third star, so this one comes in here. Now one of these is a star. That gives us some more X's. Now we have 4 stars in these two rows, looking at the dots and the one placed star. So all of these are X's. Now coming to this region, you have this one which has to be a star. That completes this column. So now this is the only cell for this region that completes this row. Now this column we can look at, and I think the only 2 cells where stars are possible are here and here. That means this is gone and this is there for this region. The last row is now complete. That means for this region, this is the only place for a star now. This row now can be completed. This is the only place for a star, and that helps us resolve all of these green dots and place the remaining stars. So we hope this talk through was helpful for you, and another reminder to check out the starter pack. It's got some really nice puzzles in it. So thank you, JinHoo, for the puzzle, and thank you all for watching.